And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Taking on another team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. 48 Sports College Football. I'm Chris Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Razorbacks offense takes the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Looking at a second and short now. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wild.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. After the big first down sack, it's second down. Looking to throw, it's Brewer. They're trying to get to him. Trying to make magic with his feet. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all on.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
On the move, it's Perez. And the returner will be knocked down. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team. And generally, games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the game.
He's loose. The 40. Tackled after picking up the first down.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
The sweet feet buy a little time. He's going to run it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
These guys aren't human evil. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Turning to the running game on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
extra point makes it 7-0. He took it 71 yards down the field and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with
all kinds of running room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. After that big gainer to open things up, he'll put it in play from the 40. To the air, it's Brewer. That is just a sideline play. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man quickly.
Nice completion here, this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
And just a great job on the defense being stuffed, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's one-on-one. Stop the run play.
Fires to the big fella. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How about that blocking up run in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that 1st drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently, they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
Did a great job on the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able...
And the pass hits, picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. 1st down here for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Castro. Smashes ahead. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Look, want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You look up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move, it's Andrews. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Throws it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. Really good vision there. Just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive hands.
They go to the ground. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
I think you run that ball and someone down, it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. Defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Give to the running back. And they didn't pick up any extra room to operate, but they at least got it back to the original line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Oh, it's frustrating for the defense. 3rd and long. Pass, pass, pass. Great play call. Catch him off guard. First down for the offense.
And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, offense on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Brewer. A strike downfield. He's off to the races. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. So that's not exactly optimal as far as the defense starting a stand, giving up an 80 spot. Now dealing with a first and goal. On races to the end zone. Oh, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
He's going to let it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. Going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. Trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting outside, baby. It puts the defense in such a different position.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Wants to throw on first down. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama! And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
14, Arkansas, 7.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Dropping back, it's Brewer. Keeps it going. Time to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
And I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. He uncorks one deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Alabama, 21, Arkansas, 7.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. wants to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. They'll run play action. Looking deep down the right side. And that pass picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Quick pass on the jet motion. The expressway is wide open. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Alabama, 28. Arkansas, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-2. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Back to throw, it's Brewer. He finds his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Grab near the marker, it's Hope. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. He's got it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do I do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man,
going over the top. And the diving catch down the left sideline. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's only thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game.
Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. On that last one, he was looking for number 3.
It's complete to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. fourth down, trying to find his man. A shot toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half.
Number 12, set to kick this one over.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
And that was the receiver.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. To the air, it's Love. He'll throw it. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Got his man downfield. Touchdown Tide! And the punishment has been extended.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Arkansas, 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Takes a handoff. It's Andrews. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. To the air, it's Brewer. Feeling some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Coming after him. At the 35, he's open.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to scramble. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
QBs that can run completely change a game. I mean, every single bit. You have to understand, now as a pass rush, I got to keep him on the clock. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and power read, the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better.
Touchdown, Bama! And the stomping has commenced.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown of the season.
Arkansas, 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You've got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Completes it in the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
As a tight end, you're going to be good in the passing game. You've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. He did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the...
Touchdown, Alabama! And the pummeling has started. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog off the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion and let him get back into it.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Quickly out to the tight end. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. On first down from their own 22. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Slips through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling on until they find an answer.
And the entire playbook is wide open on second and short like this. To the ground with the back. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive line when he gets to the QB.
A first down sack and wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on second and 14. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards. And he is like, yes, please.
Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we...
Alabama.
Let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout. Alabama.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with them.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the route is on. They build this fourth-quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
56. Arkansas. 7.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense.
At the 12.
Try.
Arkansas Razorbacks.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got...
Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now on second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw. It's Brewer. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He's got great speed. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes that Alabama offense. On the move. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time. And he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Spits it out to the back. Finds his man down the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Touchdown time! And the beatdown has ensued. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Trying to get to it. They get him a rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. Looking downfield, it's Brewer. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And that is his 5th interception. A nightmare he is not waking up from. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming. Right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's going for a big play downfield. Grabs it inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Bama! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Jones. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now how will they respond? Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll just keep slinging it, extending the play. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Brewer. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Unleashes one. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
This quarterback has been really good today. He's been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
To the air on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy
throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Charlotte is just steamrolling its way to victory today. No way the experts saw this coming. A lead that just keeps growing and growing. They're up by 39 over UAB. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Got the quick pass.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man, and it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today, and this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Buys a little time with his feet. And the diving catch down the right side.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down.
Double right. In blue.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Open space at the 25. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Yeah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Going up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous party. The consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they line up the scoreboard covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun. Give on the inside. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination, all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat, face, ball game over.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.